Back to the daily grind, and shout out to the full-time patrons. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back bagel biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full time.
MMA.
Former UFC bantamweight queen Ronda Rousey is justifying her media silence, saying, "I believe hearing me speak is a privilege." Whoa, it's levels to it. You and I know, bitch. Be humble. Sit down, little bitch. Be humble. No, that's a good song. But either way, Ronda Rousey does come across not very humble in this statement, but that's because we're only taking that one line and looking at that line, which is part of the thing Ronda Rousey's also speaking about, why she hasn't been speaking with the media, the MMA media specifically, because people take one line and they turn it into a headline and they spin her words, and she says, listening to me, I'll read exactly what she had to say. Ronda Rousey spoke in a recent interview and said, "Famous people keep getting more and more of it to themselves. Why should I talk? I believe hearing me is a privilege. It's a privilege that's been abused. So why not revoke it from everyone? I don't believe public criticism, beating you down, is the right thing to do." Well, I mean, Ronda Rousey, she's trying to justify why she's not speaking with the media, and I hear her, and she does have a good point. But in essence, the real reason, in my opinion, is that Ronda Rousey's a sore loser. And there's nothing wrong with being a sore loser, because with being a sore loser usually means you're a great winner. You're a person that grew up wanting to win. My brother's a fucking sore loser. I still love him, but he's a sore loser and he can't hold an L for shit. Growing up playing video games, I used to have to hold that fucking L because this nigga will lose and fuck around and start breaking the controller or something. You know, he can't take a loss. And Ronda Rousey also in this interview went on to explain where that may have came from, her being a sore loser, from her mother. And I'll explain that after this article. But one thing I do have to also say is whenever Ronda Rousey speaks of people taking her headlines, you know, her words, and turning them into headlines and, you know, clickbaiting her shit, that's just part of, it's 2018, you know, clickbaiting didn't start with Ronda Rousey and it's going to continue after Ronda Rousey. If Ronda Rousey comes out and says, "Oh, I hate my uncle, you know, I hate my uncle, he pushed, you know, he told this joke that I didn't like." Someone can take that sentence, even though she's joking and laughing, and take the words, "I hate my uncle," Ronda Rousey quotation, "I hate my uncle," and put that on the headline, and people are going to click it like, what, Ronda Rousey's family? What? And it's like, no, she was literally just telling a joke. What the fuck is this article? And so whenever Ronda Rousey talks to people and they take her one part of one sentence and turn it into a headline, she feels like, man, what the fuck? I'm getting beat, or not bashed, I'm getting bullied, social media bashed for some stuff that I didn't even say. I wasn't even intending that. And now you got people out here telling me I fucking hate my uncle for nothing. What's going on? Like, I love my uncle. No, I'm just saying, you know, but that happens with a lot of famous people and it's been happening. And also when Ronda Rousey says, so why not revoke it from everyone? Well, you didn't revoke it from everyone, sweetie. You only revoked your the privilege to speak with Ronda Rousey from the MMA world, the Ariel Helwanis, the MMA Hours, the MMA Beats, the Luke Thomases, the full-time MMAs. I'm just saying there's a lot of MMA people who actually helped Ronda Rousey get to where she was, because Ronda Rousey got her start in mixed martial arts. Yeah, she transcended and became a WWE star and an actress and all of this stuff, but she started in MMA. So when she lost her first MMA fight, and us as MMA fans want to see how she bounces back, what she has to say, and she does a complete media blackout and doesn't speak with us leading into her next fight, doesn't speak with us, the fans, the media, anybody, not speaking with them. We just see Ronda Rousey walking out and she loses, walks out. We never get to talk to her. But she did speak with, like, Ellen DeGeneres. You know, there's a couple people she would speak with, and it's like, so what? Are those people not going to ask you any real questions? You know what I'm saying? And that's just what the people think, because they wouldn't necessarily know what to ask. They don't know the Ronda Rousey's MMA history. So the questions we want to hear asked, we don't get to hear. And it's, I guess, it's Ronda Rousey saying it's because she's revoked that privilege from us. But she said she revoked it from everyone, though. That's where I kind of like, not really, because you still went on Ellen and, like, the Dan Le Batard show on ESPN. You know, she's still doing some stuff for WWE. What about us in MMA? All right, I'm just kidding a little bit. But either way, I just wanted to touch on Ronda Rousey being a sore loser, because I mean, I get what she's saying. Yeah, people are going to take some of the things you say and turn it into clickbait. But at the same time, that's not really that big of a deal in the long run, because essentially it's just what people are saying. Who cares if fucking John Doe and Jessica Blow think that you hate your uncle? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know ideally you don't want them to think something, but that's just something you have to deal with as a star. It's levels to this shit. And when you're one of the biggest stars in the world, Ronda Rousey could not say nothing for the next week, and I'm sure there might be a headline that pops up. Oh, we saw Ronda Rousey at Starbucks biting a bagel. Who fucking knows? That's all I'm saying. It's gonna happen when you're rich and famous, when you're a big star. That's gonna happen no matter what. So Ronda Rousey's kind of using that as the excuse, but then I think she went on to really tell the real story. And she said when she was growing up, part of the reason she is who she is, why she became so good at judo and MMA and stuff, is because her mother pushed her. She said, I had one of the mothers, my mom pushed me to become great. And so she never entertained the idea of losing. You know, the people that would lose, she would say, let them suck, you know, let them sit over there and suck. You know, like pretty much just encouraging a winning environment. So if you're a person that grew up, you gotta win, you gotta win. No, losing is for losers, you gotta win. When you finally do lose, you don't know how to take that L necessarily. You know what I'm saying? So you might shell up, you might not know what to do because you're not used to losing. You're used to being on top, you're used to being the best. You wanna be the best. And so when you take a loss, you kind of react how people wouldn't expect, and that's just because you are not used to taking losses. And I get that, man. As I said, my brother's a fucking sore loser, always has been. So but I still love the kid. So Ronda Rousey, I still think she's Ronda Rousey, you know what I'm saying? She still did a lot for the sport. She's still doing her thug thizzle in WWE. I hope she has a great career and a great life like everybody that's not a piece of shit. Because, you know, I don't know Ronda Rousey personally. I don't think she's a piece of shit just because she didn't speak with the MMA media. She's probably still a fun person if you actually know her. But she's not going to let you get to know her because you're going to clickbait her shit. No, I'm just playing. But with that being said, it is what it is. I definitely got to get to work. I'll probably just put this on Patreon. I got to fuck with you all over there on Patreon. So let the full-time family know what you think in the comments. I'm out. And as always, thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell right next to it so you're notified every time I upload a video. I'm out.
This is #1 bullshit.